Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane.
And Tara, we are a week out from Christmas. No chance of any severe weather for travelers in Charlotte, right?
No, it's going to be smooth sailing, as we say here weather-wise going into the next several days all week long. I mean, traveling around the region here, it is going to be nice and quiet. You may run into some issues if you're heading up to the north and west. The closer we get to Christmas Day, we'll take a look at that coming up. But today is definitely one of those days where we say the old phrase, what a difference a day makes. I mean, the weather, we saw all that Carolina blue sky, and compared to the 1 to 3+ inches of rain that we had falling across the area, those higher totals as expected, more south and east of Charlotte, 3, even close to 4 inches reported according to radar estimates. We had about 1 1/3 inch, 1.5 or so around the Charlotte metro, and of course not nearly as much up in the mountains and foothills. But now our attention turns to the mountains because there's some signs of a little bit of light snow trying to come on in here from the north and west. So what's happening? We'll start to see more of those snow showers picking up going into the night and into early tomorrow morning. So watch for some dicey travel, some slick spots developing on those roads, and where the snow does lightly pile up through early tomorrow morning. Winter weather advisory going for the mountain communities, Ashe County, Watauga County, and down through Avery County. And Futurecast shows the possibility of more of those scattered light to at times moderate snow showers lasting into the night and starting to taper off as early as tomorrow morning. So it's not going to last long. And you know what? It's not actually going to add up to much. We're only expecting about 1/2 inch to maybe close to 1-2 inches or so in those highest elevations. So not as much expected to accumulate compared to what we were earlier thinking a couple of days ago, even a day or so ago. And the wind, of course, is another part of the weather story. High wind warning continues for another few hours in the highest elevations, Ashe and Watauga County. And then we have that wind advisory that actually goes through tomorrow morning down through Avery County, the mountains of Burke and Caldwell counties, due to those whipping wind gusts around 40 to 50, even at times close to 60 miles an hour. Of course, we've had some gusty conditions down through the Charlotte metro as well. And so as temperatures get colder tonight, look how cold it's going to feel for you all in the high country into tomorrow morning. Single-digit feels like temperatures and not that much better. Upper teens to lower 20s with any sort of lingering breeze around the Charlotte metro. Things do start to improve as the wind lets up tomorrow afternoon, but it will feel colder definitely during the day all around compared to the close to 60 that we have today in the Charlotte area. Most temperatures sitting in the mid to upper 50s, so pretty nice start to the week. After all that wet weather yesterday, we've got those mid to upper 30s in the mountains. But as I said, even colder high temperatures, coldest high temperatures so far this season expected at Charlotte tomorrow afternoon. Back in late November, we had a high of 49. We'll be colder than that for that top temperature tomorrow as high pressure starts to build in. So it will be chilly. How cold? After we start in the upper 20s, the mid to upper 20s, we're only going to warm up into the mid 40s tomorrow afternoon, about 44 at 3 o'clock. Now, fortunately, if you're not a fan of this chill, it's not going to last terribly long. By Wednesday, highs are moderating back up to 50, and then we'll be approaching 60 again as we head into late in the weekend and early next week for Christmas. So if you're doing any holiday traveling the next couple of days, watch for some issues if you're headed out west. California, we have another storm system developing and moving in along the coast there. And that system will advance east. So by the end of the week, watch for some wet conditions and eventually more snowy conditions developing with another system out toward the Intermountain West by the end of the day on Saturday and Christmas Eve on Sunday. So some weather issues possible if you're traveling west, but not so much around here by Christmas Day. By the way, Panthers game on Christmas Eve, that game will be dry and not as cold. But by Christmas Day, we could be tracking just a few scattered rain showers, guys.